All right, let's dive deep into the world of retro gaming handhelds. We're taking a look at the Anbernic RG406H.
Oh yeah, this thing looks awesome.
It does, and you want to know if it lives up to the hype, right?
Absolutely.
We've got this article right here. It's called Breaking News. Anbernic announce new RG406H.
Hot off the press.
That's right. And we're going to break it down for you. First up, aesthetics.
Gotta look good, right?
Gotta look good. Gotta feel good.
That's right.
3 color options, this article says. White,
Classic.
purple transparent,
Ooh, I like that one.
and black.
Can't go wrong with black.
Now, what really caught my eye was the 4-inch 960 by 720 IPS touchscreen.
Oh yeah, that screen's gonna be beautiful for retro games.
I know. Can't wait to see those pixels pop.
And the colors.
Oh, yeah.
IPS screens are known for their vibrant colors.
And wide viewing angles.
No more squinting at a blurry mess like we did on those old Game Boy colors.
Oh, man, I remember those days.
Yeah, you had to hold it just right to see anything.
But now we've got this beautiful IPS screen, and it's really going to make those retro games shine.
Absolutely. Those games were designed for a specific resolution, and this screen's going to showcase that detail in a way those old LCD screens just couldn't.
Right. It's going to be like seeing them for the first time all over again.
Exactly.
Okay. But let's talk about controls.
Gotta have good controls.
This article mentions something called a Hall joystick.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty fancy to me.
It is pretty fancy, and for good reason.
Is this a big deal for retro gaming?
Huge deal.
Like
So
that?
those typical joysticks, you know, the ones we're used to,
Yeah.
they use physical contact to register movement, right? So over time, they can wear down. And that leads to that dreaded cardinal snapping.
Oh, yeah, you mean where the stick only registers movement in like 8 directions?
Exactly, instead of smoothly throughout the whole circle.
Right.
But a Hall effect joystick, it uses magnets.
Magnets.
Yeah, so there's no physical contact. That means greater durability, smoother movement, and much improved accuracy.
That sounds amazing.
It's a game changer, especially for fighting games where precision is key.
So no more busted joysticks
Hopefully not.
and no more raging because you can't pull off a Hadoken.
You'll be a Hadoken master.
Finally.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something a little more fun.
Fun.
RGB lighting.
Oh, yeah.
I love a good light show.
Who doesn't?
The RG406H has a customizable RGB light ring.
Nice.
You're talking 16 million color options
Wow.
and 6 customizable effects.
That's a lot of customization.
I know it might seem a little much for a retro handheld,
Yeah, some people might think that.
but I think it's awesome.
It's a nice touch.
You gotta have a little personality to your gaming experience.
It's like having your own little light show while you're playing.
Exactly.
And it's actually really interesting to see this trend of RGB lighting making its way into retro-focused devices.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
It really speaks to how much we like to personalize our gaming setup.
Absolutely. We want our devices to reflect our style.
Exactly.
All right, enough about the looks. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
The brains of the operation.
The power. This bad boy's got the Unisoc T820 processor.
Okay. I know that processor.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
The powerful one.
It is. I've heard good things about it.
You've heard right.
So what does this mean for retro gaming?
Well, this processor is designed to handle modern Android games.
Okay.
So it should absolutely crush those demanding emulators you mentioned earlier.
You're talking PlayStation 2, GameCube, even some Wii titles.
All on a handheld.
Whoa, now that's impressive.
It is pretty amazing what they could do with these handhelds these days.
I know, it wasn't that long ago that we could barely emulate a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, technology's come a long way.
And speaking of Android, this article seems pretty confident that the RG406H will be running Android 13.
Oh, wow. So that means access to the Google Play Store
That's right.
and a whole world of modern games in addition to the retro goodness.
Exactly. So you could be playing a classic SNES game 1 minute and then switch over to a modern Android puzzle game the next.
Exactly. It's the best of both worlds.
It really is, and it opens up a whole new level of versatility for a retro handheld.
I agree.
But of course, the real test will be how smoothly those demanding emulators run on Android.
Right.
That's something we'll have to see once it's released.
We'll definitely put it through its paces. So, to sum it all up, the Anbernic RG406H is looking like a pretty sweet handheld.
It is.
It's got the looks, it's
Definitely.
got the power.
And the versatility.
That whole joystick is a game changer.
For sure.
And the fact that it runs Android 13.
It's like they've really listened to what retro gamers want.
It seems like it.
I mean, think about it. This could be the device that bridges the gap between retro and modern gaming.
Wow, that's a really interesting thought.
A sleek, portable machine that can handle both classic and contemporary titles.
I never thought of it that way.
It's definitely an exciting prospect.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm hyped. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing and put it through its paces. We'll keep you updated on its release. Until then, happy gaming,